I am the only constant.
Egrimm is going to recruit something pretty legendary to our side. It'll be a dragon ogre, one of the world's most ancient living creatures. Long ago, the elders of their race made a pact with the chaos gods to save their kind from extinction. They were given eternal life, and in return, they fight for chaos and meet their demands whenever required. Though they live forever, they spend much of their time slumbering under the mountains. Only when terrible storms strike do they stir and come to life. The storms themselves invigorate them and give them their energy for battle. They look forward to ending their bondage when the world ends and do their part in meting out destruction where needed. So here we have our very first part, our very first battle of the episode. Right now, we're getting ready to attack a major Bretonnian army. Actually, they're getting ready to attack me. They even have a small army close by. It won't be easy, but we're going to do our best to take them all on. Now, I'm going to let you know our goals for this episode. Our goal is to move through Bretonnia and to potentially get a third army, which we'll be seeing later on. Then from there, we want to plan our attack to invade Reichland. Our goal is to burn down the capital of Reichland, which is Altdorf, the capital of the empire. Once we do that, we'll be able to then hopefully move through the empire, make it over to Drakenhof, burn down the vampire count's capital, who I'm sure are very much dead. If the empire has over 50 locations left, then it's very likely that we'll be fighting the empire for probably 2 or 3 more parts after we begin in our current episode here. So right now my exalted heroes are attacking their mounted yeoman archers. They have, and by they I mean the Bretonnians, have such a vast army. It's coming for us right now. I hope we can win. If you really look at everything they have here, they've got the tools that they need to beat me. The Bretonnians and all of the good factions have really caught me off guard, but I think it's largely because right now, the good factions are heavily overtuned. So I did beat my initial faction. The Empire is very powerful. They're winning completely. And you have other factions who are winning too, like the Dwarfs. You've got Bretonnia, who's doing so well. And here we go. We have our army, or part of our army, now attacking that reinforcing Bretonnian force. We're also using some magic, a soul blight to weaken them. Now we've broken right through all of them. Oh man, you're gonna be seeing a lot of dragon ogres today. They are so damn cool. They're getting to it. Oh, look at them. They're coming now. They're attacking our poor marauders, who are high in number, but they can only do so much. We know all about that. They can only do so much. And here comes another grand charge from their knights. You can see how many of them are now moving in. Raksharak has got to win this battle. He's using not only a Spirit Leech, but a Fata Biuna will be coming in too, to further weaken these Grell Knights, who are so easily able to tear right through all of my poor marauders. There's our Mirror Guard moving in. And we have our reinforcements. Well, I call them reinforcements, but they'll be reinforcing us from that initial fight where they destroyed a lot of Bretonnians and even some of their flying knights too, their Pegasus knights. My god, those axes are crazy. And we have our exalted heroes currently taking out some of their Pegasus knights, who again are presenting a threat, but when you have 2 creatures with over 500 weapon strength, I mean, you're probably gonna make it. Let's go have a look over here now. So we can see that these marauders are fighting a mixture of units, and elsewhere, they're just charging in. They're pushing on what they have left. Knights are still charging in. We have a group in the middle that's being hit very hard. I do expect to really lose a lot. I will let you know that my battles will probably be quite sloppy because I have a lot of infantry. I just don't have time to actually fight bit by bit. I just got to go charge in. Oh, that weird spawn has 26 kills right now. Our chariot has 85 kills. That's why chariots are fantastic. Once you get them like in the middle of a few squishy groups, they're done for. Over here is a Prophetess of Life Magic. She's now fleeing the battlefield. It looks like we finally won over here. That little excursion is finally over. And elsewhere we have our Dragon Ogres at over 100 kills, and they're just smashing some frickin' Bretonnians right now. Check that out. Imagine you farmed your whole life. You've been told you're going to war. By the way, Dragon Ogre, meet that hello. Yes. It just, there's only so much the human psyche can take, I think, and they've probably been pushed to the very limit. And over here, if we get like a nice overview of what's happening, we can see where we're fighting at various points, because it's always a moving battle. It's always a moving battle. We're always trying to flank our foes and destroy them. And contrasting our very ugly units and our flies, we've got our mirror guard close by. And they're fantastic. They're like, yes, we're beautiful. Yes, we're power twinks, and we're just going to kill all of you. And we can see how the foot squires and all of the Bretonnians are still holding us back. I mean, that's just how many they have. We have a hell cannon that's currently attacking. I'm sure we'll probably lose a hell cannon to some small group. All it takes is just one small group to hit us. But again, we're going to try to rush. I'm trying to rush right through the Empire because I'm outgunned and they're going to have so many more veterans than I do. The Empire probably has, I don't know how many armies. But we're also going to try to wait it out a little bit for the Chaos Invasion to initiate. It might take a little while, but that will at least help us out. Potentially a great deal. We will see Beastmen, we will see Chaos Armies, all of them will help out. Our Dragon Ogres are still fighting. They've lost a few. They're currently at nearly 200 kills now. They have 6 left. It looks like right now we've hit everything that we need to. If we zoom out right now and just have a look, they've lost so much. We have a few units out here that are still fighting. I mean, I told you, I've just been so active trying to hit every single enemy possible. And there's a few knights who are still dancing around, charging in, getting their kills. It's always going to be knightly charges who are a big threat to us. And now we have more marauders breaking right through these foot squires who are fleeing. They've been killed too. When it comes to the main battle, I mean, look at how many bodies are here. Look at these two guys. They look almost comical. Great beard, man. Someone killed them. And so they now break too. And we've broken all of them. Their armies are now done for. They're just going to flee. And it looks like our Dragon Ogre survived. There's only 4 left. They did kill over 200. Now it's time to follow whoever's left. But I hope that you enjoyed that first battle. We have many more to come. In fact, to let you know, we have 4 more to come. So if you're interested in only battles, now you know. But I do cover a little bit of the campaign map, as I always do. And it kind of provides some context and it lets you know why I'm fighting the current battle that I'm currently fighting. But Raksharak has done it. Raksharak can send good news via a raven over to Egrimm that we have won another battle. We won our battle. It's time to get rid of what's left here. We lost a lot. I mean, sure, we're kind of meant to, I suppose. I've got to try to get on over to Altdorf, but fighting my way there might be too challenging without having another army. We're going to need to be able to burn down some towns or we'll never be able to get through. Especially because I can't have my armies like right next to each other without not being able to replenish, which is a huge issue. I do have like one mod, I believe it's called like Horde Encampment Plus, and it's meant to emulate what they add in for the Vampire Coast, which makes the Horde gameplay much more enjoyable. So if you like notice any features that are similar to that, then you know why. That is why. Okay. Scalings, you're attacking the Aghol. That's a weird choice. I mean, I wouldn't do it personally, but I'm going to keep with him. And unfortunately, Vogan is once again wounded. That does seem to happen a lot to him, poor guy. He really can't catch a break. He hasn't been able to catch one lately. And so now we're just getting ready, let's see, for the Shrieking Blade. That's a really good blade, by the way. So many factions who hate me. Coming over here might have been a very bad idea. Well, I would, but you're very close to your dragon. I wish you could, like, put in 1 point and unlock all of your mounts. Then you have a choice, but then again, I guess you wouldn't want to get a friggin' Chaos Steed versus a Barded Chaos Steed. But then again, like, I guess their speed... Oh, okay, so not every mount has like different speeds. Here it does make sense for the standard one to be faster, so I am glad to see that. Now, let's see here. If I'm going to be flying in the sky, I could use more weapon strength whenever I'm attacking, because I do attack a lot. Not that time, but usually a lot. Raksharak won his battle. Not bad at all. Okay, so here's what we're going to do then. We're going to take Egrimm. And is he ready to go fight again? He's pretty much ready to go fight. I mean, he did lose Vogan for a little bit, but he's ready. He's ready. All right, we're going to ignore the Empire for the time being. Instead, what we'll do, we'll head over here to Brionne. Again, I've got a very high amount of replenishment, so I can take out small towns like that. We'll burn it down. Now it's all burned down. Okay, so then we'll form our encampment. We'll level up Zargan. Zargan's level 15. We'll put a point over into Manticore. Now the Manticore has plus 10 to armor, and with one more upgrade, he'll have poison attacks too. Okay, so you don't really have too much loot. Do I have any loot for you? I do have an Armor of Destiny. I do have a magical trinket for you, and well, you don't need that. I'll give you the Potion of Foolhardiness. Take whatever followers you need. Usually I don't forget to give them you know, all their followers, but I've been too bloodthirsty lately. And for your hand weapon, you don't really have much to take. You can take a Helm of Many Eyes. It's a good buff for nearby units. Yeah. Enchanted item. I'll give you the Terrifying Mask of E. That should really help out our army here, causing a lot of fear and terror for everyone. If our Manticores do not already do it. I didn't look to see if they did. You can let me know if they do or do not. But it'd be good to know for the future. And let's see here. The other... No, I'm going to give you a Potion of Toughness. I don't want you dying in combat. That would be awful. Okay, so that army is looking better. Egrimm, it's time for you to move. How close can we move to our friends over there? We'll go to Canals, I suppose. Yeah, we're just going to make our way up there and start fighting through Bretonnia. We're going to be ripping right through them. It's going to be a bloody week. I'm going to tell you that right now. We're going to have a lot of battles to fight. I do like how they took over a lot of Bretonnia. I wonder if they're fighting Alariel. That's really interesting. I wonder. My armies are still alive, which is cool. Can't wait to get another one. I can get another one when? 21 more turns, and then I can get another army that will hopefully grow again. I mean, that's really cool. Had I known that they were going to actually be good, I would have got one a long time ago. Time to end our turn now. We're moving a bit closer. The Empire is really pushing a lot over here. My god, I've never seen so many armies for the Empire. I would need multiple armies to beat. What the hell is going on? They're just taking over all of Bretonnia. That's pretty wild. Well, I'm going to go over to Altdorf and try to burn down what they have and then move on. Oh, hello. Egrimm's about to fight a lot of foot squires. That's going to be a pretty nasty battle. Holy crap. What has happened to my enemies? They are so plentiful. I'm going to have to quickly get my things together. Oh yeah, it's about to get nasty. Alright, I don't think I'll be able to get my other unit. Not right now. I don't believe it's going to happen. Vogan, I know you're not here, but we need another unit right now. It is now time for another battle. It won't be an easy one. The Bretonnians, well, they have a massive army, as they often do. They've been outnumbering me in every single fight. Right now, we're looking at over 3,700 and growing troops that are moving in. They're not done yet. They're never done, are they? They always have some massive army lurking close by. It's been by far one of the more challenging campaigns, and had I known this, I definitely would have built more armies earlier on. I'll have to do so now, but I also want to make sure that we're being led by unique lords. Our third lord is going to be quite interesting. And I think many of you will be quite happy with what I choose. So here's our army right now. We have our Chaos Warriors on the front lines. We have our Chaos Marauders that have great weapons right behind them. We're looking at over here more Chosen. We've also got more Chaos Warriors who have great weapons. And it's just a lot of infantry. We do have our Soul of Damnation. I don't know how long that'll be here. Probably not for long. 40 shots total. That's a lot of shots. Sentence of Nergal, we've got back here Skull Reapers. I mean, these guys are at 138 for weapon strength. They're very powerful. And then naturally, we have Egrimm van Horstmann, who's getting ready for this very large diatribe from our foes that is going to be shaking their fists and ranting at us the entire time. And here's our testicular cannon about to explode over the forces of Bretonnia. It's a nasty one. Oh, yeah. I cannot wait for game 3. Chaos Dwarves and Ogres, I feel like, are going to steal that show. I don't know what they're going to do, but it's going to be pretty great, man. It's going to be really good. So now let's wait for the... I mean, look at how many units are coming. 3,800, not counting all of the unique units. I mean, that's like one thing to keep in mind. Even though they have not as many as you might imagine, right? It's all added up and compounded on whenever they have groups like this over here, like Royal Hippogriff Knights. Those guys can tear me up. So not only do they have the numbers, they have elite units too, and they have so many leaders. I mean, the ladies are really coming by now. They're like, we're tired of your nonsense. We just want you to put the seat down. And I said no, and now here we are. And a lot of people have forgot to die over this topic. But here comes right now Egrimm van Horstmann, because he's got to. If I don't use him extensively with my Sword of Cain, we're done for. We can't win. And what's crazy is that as powerful as he is, I still have to play well, because if I don't, he's going to die. If he doesn't die, then our army's going to die. Nothing goes well. I'm trying to take out some of their archers, because archers are a huge pain, and we have got to use whatever we can with a Sword of Cain and also a banishment. I'm trying to wait for the optimal time to hit them. They're still moving at us. I mean, they're ignoring Egrimm right now. We're just trying to fight what we can. These guys are no joke. They have a paladin currently attacking Egrimm, and hopefully he'll use some of his grand capability. I mean, that's a great shot of our dragon for once. There's a hell cannon shot. Did it hit anything at all? Let's hope that it did. This Peasant Bowmen, they're able to do so much. And here comes some more blessed men of Bretonnia. It just does not end. My goal, naturally, is to try to draw them all in together. That way we can hit them all, and another group was hit. And there we go, a Sword of Cain now ripping through at least a decent amount of them. We can only hope that it just continues to churn right through their units, leaving behind a cyclone of blood, a tornado of blood. Blood Tornado. It's my new band single. Anyway. What about a banishment? Do you think a banishment would work out well? I think a banishment would work out well. And there's a banishment right now. Killing more of them. Keeping them quite weakened before they even reach us. That's always the goal. And here you can see their health and how many have been wounded. We still have more to fight over here. I'm just letting my units get attacked initially, but now here comes our mini rows of warriors now charging to go fight foot squires, as they do have many foot squires. Here comes Chaos Warriors ready to beat them down. I mean, look at how tough these guys are. For Tzeentch. Don't worry, you'll be getting your corny campaign soon. That's going to be one of our other bloodiest campaigns, I'm sure. It's really gotta be. We'll be burning down the Empire early on. That's exciting. I mean, I'm sure I've got to unite Norska, but we'll see how far I need to go with that. And over here we've got Egrimm, who is still going after things. And I really feel like this has been one of the weirdest campaigns in terms of just like what's happening on the campaign map. Like the Empire has like what, over 40, 50 places. It's freaking nuts, man. And you can see what they're doing right now. They're all moving in. And I hope that you really enjoyed the more cinematic shots. I mean, I do explain to you tactically what is going on, but there's only so much I can explain right now. For Chaos, it's not as much a tactical game for me as it is just trying to out-brawl my foes, which is a very interesting campaign, I've got to say. And I'm using over here some magic. I mean, naturally, well-placed magic will change things up. There's a Baroness Time Warp and also Faw's Protection. I mean, if you look at that right now, that gives me so much melee attack and armor and melee defense that we're so much stronger than everyone. We can at least get a nice series of attacks to destroy everyone who's attacking us. So if we zoom out again, Tyrion is still fighting. A few groups have broken. Over here is where we have, what group over here? Censors of Nergal, who are fighting alone. They have 58 kills. They're fighting multiple groups on their own. We still have Royal Hippogriff Knights, who are still advancing towards us right now. And over here, what else do we have? We've got the 4th cohort of our Fallen Guard. I'll probably name some more units right after we invade Reichman, because we're going to lose so many. I would feel bad just having all of you name stuff and then having it go away. And also, let me know if you're curious about me playing XCOM 2 with 40k mods and also 40k mods for RimWorld, because I think I'm going to be doing some other series too to kind of like, you know, change it up, because I know all of you love Total War, but I promise you, those are going to be very fun campaigns as well. And then, of course, Crusader Kings 3 was announced. I'll definitely be trying that out. I can't wait to play that. Over 500 kills for Egrimm right now, so over 500 kills for him. You can see where our units are now having to kind of just like chase after a few foes. Our poor Chaos Knights are not winning. They've gotten 80 kills, but I mean, these are Royal Pegasus Knights. I can't really outclass their knights. Their knights are very good, and they have more of them. These blasted Royal Hippogriff Knights are just all over me all the time. They are being so pestilent. Speaking of pestilence, we're still fighting over here, but we're finally running over them. They have finally broken, and now we just have a few more enemies to watch out for. These Chaos Warriors are just hacking through some foot squires today. There's another Sword of Cain that you just saw rip right through more units. So now we're at over 600, nearly 700 kills. We're still fighting a bunch of units right over here. Our poor Chaos Knights cannot keep up. I mean, as I told you, we're just not going to be able to keep every unit because they're just going to have too many. Eventually, someone's going to get overwhelmed, and it will happen a lot, especially whenever they have a lot of knights and all of that. Yeah, that's a Faw's Protection, 120 for armor, 65 for melee defense. That's a great way to keep your units going. You can see where we fought initially from over here. We've pushed out now. We just have a few more to cut down. Many of them have broken up, and Egrimm is just kind of like fighting on his own. He's at 683 kills, fighting in the middle of a lot of enemies. We do have Chaos Marauders close by. They're at 73 kills. I do need to get some hordes eventually. Hordes would be quite nice. I'll have to definitely pick those up. There's a Burning Gaze and a Fireball. I just wanted to get rid of her. She's at 57 health right now. Whether or not she dies, it doesn't really matter. We're just trying to fight our way up through Bretonnia. Yeah, I'll never underestimate my foes again. I haven't done that in a very long time, so I'm certainly going to make sure that I use overwhelming power in the future to just wipe out everyone. And you can see how that charge alone just dealt a decent amount of damage. Even if it doesn't get a lot of kills, it reduces health. 709 kills, so now we're getting rid of these Royal Hippogriff Knights, and they don't have much left. I mean, most of them have broken. It's understandable. Over here is where we just use magic to rip right through their formation. There's so many people who've just been turned into mincemeat. You might as well take them to the sausage factory. And it looks like they've all broken now. So the battle is now over. We've won the battle. If we have just an overview of all the carnage. Oh, hold on. No, sorry. We haven't won the battle yet. There's actually reinforcements. I'm sure they're going to break soon because usually when you get to this point in a battle, they end up breaking fairly soon. There goes Tyrion. He's at 78 kills. Tyrion's been fighting for a while. Here's the Grail Relique. Oh no, that old dead knight is trying to do its best to fight us. Let's hope that we can have a nice win today. Don't you kill Tyrion. That's rude. Did you scream off a man's head? Okay, you just screamed off a man's head. That's, I don't know what to make of that. It's another dead enemy. It's been a very long battle. We are now just trying to push on anything that's left. Here's Egrimm at 712 kills. 712 kills. Egrimm is like,
I will take your books now.
yeah, I believe you, Egrimm. I believe you and everything you stand for. Who's the unlucky? Oh, they're the unlucky target. A pit of just despair is falling upon these foes of ours. But here comes another army. They're not done yet. They have another army of knights. We're gonna lose so much in this battle. It's only part 6 here, and we're having apocalyptic fights. That escalated quickly. I know it's like 5 hours in, but still, that's a lot of crazy fights. You can see Tyrion, unfortunately, getting attacked by quite a few. The Grail Relique is still standing. The archers will easily eradicate him. We may have lost Tyrion. Hopefully, we can find his other brothers, Tyrion and Tyrion, because they're not very good at naming conventions. So that could be a thing. Now we're going after one of their knights, and the battle's still unfolding currently. Poor Tyrion. He fought so well. Look at him over here. The Elven Tyrion is dead, and I'm sure a few of you thought that that was meant to be a reference to another franchise, but, I mean, sure, if you want it to be, it would be funny. Oh, let's name the giant after the frickin' dwarf. Why not? But no, that was not intentional. Over 100 kills, but unfortunately, yes, again, Tyrion is about to go down. Look at all these brave Bretonnians taking down a giant. I mean, that's pretty impressive. I can't believe it. You monsters. The Grail Relique is not gone either. That's messed up, and they did it. I'm so glad when he falls on top of him, he still gets some fuck you kills. Over 800 kills now. Let's have a nice overview. We can see where I've had units kind of like staying back, but they're now moving up to come help out. We've got some groups here still left alive. And right now I've got my Chaos Warriors fighting what's left of their front lines. How many kills do they have? Over 100 kills. It's crazy how strong we are, but you could see where a good army with a good format can deal so much. I mean, of course, in this battle, I can't really count that. It's just that they had so many units. But between Egrimm and, again, Chaos Warriors, we've been able to win. So few warriors. I mean, there's 47 here. No matter what we lose in those groups, it's a lot. It's why you do need Marauder Hordes to supplement. You need them to kind of pad out your losses. And we've won the battle now. They're now fleeing, so we're just going to chase after them and kill as many as we can. That was savage. That was a Randy Savage episode. Wow. We won, my god. They killed Tyrion, though. I'm pretty mad about that. I think we're going to lose a lot of treasured characters. I mean, we already have, really. It's been so bloody for everything. They haven't made it easy. Look at Bretonnia causing me issues. Here's another battle. Could actually beat them, I think. Oh, it's another huge army. Okay, let's see. If they try to push on and fight us, we'll have to find it out naturally, which is what we'll need to do right now. So we're going back into battle. Thankfully, there's like one less foe. They do have Grail Knights and other things like that, but let's go back in. A new battle, and look who's come out to play. They won't let me rest at all. They're just here to bother me every single day. So again, we're gonna use Egrimm to weaken them. I mean, you know what the Sword of Cain is like. You know what you do personally whenever there's a Sword of Cain. You've got to use that leader extensively to beat everyone close by. We have our army also close by. My goal is just to try to use spells right over here. I probably should have placed it a little bit in front of them. I was hoping to kind of like make them stationary in one area just so that banishment could rip right through all of them. Then we could use a Sword of Cain afterwards, or at least close by. See, I probably should have placed it about over here too with our Sword of Cain. That would have ripped through a lot of them. We're already at 59 kills, but not nearly, okay, 64, but not nearly where I want to be. You can see how quickly he's dropping though. That's why we've got to be so careful, but there we go. Perfect. There used to be a lot more Bretonnians standing there, but it didn't really get as many as I would have liked. Not at all. But here we go. We have all of their knights now moving in. They're charging into our lines. We've got a pretty long line of warriors. They're just kind of meant to stay over here and fight for, you know, what they need, which is land. They need land. For what? To crap on. Because we're not going to live here. That'll be for whenever we play as a Norscan faction, which will be probably on the following weekend or potentially later this week. I didn't want to do like Chaos and Norska back to back, or like not back to back, because it will be back to back, but like side to side simultaneously. That probably would have been the word that I was trying to find. But here we go. We have a net of Amin talk now. And enjoy a fireball, somebody. Look at that fireball. Just going out there. Boom. Didn't hit anyone though. That's a shame. But over here, my Hell Cannon is not in great shape. Probably won't be. It's taking some damage. When it comes to what we're doing right now, we're fighting one horde. I mean, they also have a horde here. Hordes are so good. That's why I really enjoy CTT, because hordes are so much fun. They can cause so many issues. The issues. And while that's going on, Egrimm is not a supportive leader. He's just out on his own, but that feels very chaotic. It's like, okay, I'm just gonna go do my own thing. You go do that. Egrimm doesn't seem like he would be like, oh, I care about your feelings. Come on, Censors of Nergal. These battles have been getting longer too. I'm telling you, it's been pretty impressive dealing with all of that. But no, we're gonna have a huge Chaos invasion coming by, hopefully in like 10 or 15 more turns. That should be around when they pop up. The Skull Reapers have no kills right now. They're being hit by some ranged attacks. You can see where we're now pushing up. So it's, let me tell you what a lot of Chaos is about. It's almost instinctual. If I could have a more typical battle, then I would probably be going over more tactics, but let me tell you what I'm doing here. I'm having to right-click as quickly as possible. I'm having to quickly scan and understand who's not moving and who's not attacking. Then I've got to right-click on my foes, that way they can attack something, because every moment they're not attacking, I'm being hit by ranged attacks, and we can zoom out right now and see what is going on. We're hitting multiple enemies right now. Largely in the middle. They still have a lot of peasant bowmen, and Egrimm is winning his battle. I mean, he's in the blood gully, over 300 kills. There's nothing but just blood in the water. $327 kills, man. 89 melee attack, 1,000 weapon strength. I mean, that is a lot. And over here, what else do we have? The Royal Pegasus Knights, I mean, they're at 14 kills. They're still fighting a lot of my Chaos Marauders. It's also that we're very deadly, but we do wither quickly under sustained assaults, especially whenever they have stuff like Knights moving in. Oof, that one spear thrust or lance thrust, that was a lot. My poor Chaos Knights just do not have the time. And we've also just been attacked so much. So, I mean, that's understandable. There's been a lot of Bretonnian blood spilled today. If you wanted proper huge battles, if you wanted me to be challenged, if you want to be like, hey, Surreal, why don't you lose more? I've played a lot, so I mean, I know how to play the game, but also you have to understand, I come very close. It's just that I try very hard, and my efforts, thankfully, have paid off so far, but I've got to play smart too. And if I didn't play smart on the campaign map, I would be done for on the tactical map. And also, they've attacked Egrimm. I've put Egrimm in very deadly locations. If it was Raksharok, then I would have lost. I mean, I have lost battles before. It's whenever they hound me really hard. And for once, the AI is hounding me really hard. So we're going to have to try to flee over to the Empire, who's currently not declared war on us. We need to probably get ready for a bigger invasion and build up a third army, just so that we can have that third army ready to go to help us out. Because, I mean, these Bretonnians are not going to let go, and I'm not about destroying them all. I'm here to take books. So that's also like my other thing, is that my goal isn't to burn down the entire map. If I wanted to do that, I could stay here and fight and fight and fight and fight. But my goal is to actually get books. Here's one group of Chaos Marauders. They have 5 left. 38 kills total. Over here, we have another group of Chaos Warriors, and they're looking at 36 kills over here, 9 kills for the Skull Reapers. I mean, these Knights have been making it very hard to get a lot of kills, and you can see that we've killed a lot of them, so now we're just like pushing through the middle with what's left of our poor army. A lot of my army has already been eradicated, which has already happened before. There's another Sword of Cain ripping right through these peasant bowmen, not getting the kills that I want, but at least weakening them heavily. And Egrimm is at 409 kills and at 4,200 health. We have another Prophetess. I mean, these ladies really want me out. They are fighting hard for me to get out. And what's really an issue is that you've got freaking the Empire colonizing immediately after I burned down locations. So I'm actually helping to empower the damn Empire. If I tried to fight the Empire now, it will take way too long. But the battle is over, we've won. It is now time for us to move on. They're really trying to wear me down, and it's working out. Now I know how Chaos begins to lose over time, though if you want to talk about Asavar, cool, then he had the numbers, but they had the more elite units. But my god, Bretonnia is really taking it to me right now. They're taking me to task, and eventually we're going to need a few peace treaties to try to even get through here. That caught me off guard. I did not expect that. I mean, just because we destroyed all of Ulthuan, I was like, oh, well, maybe we'll be okay over here. But Bretonnia's like, by the way, what if I spammed 1,000 armies for 1,000 days? How would you feel about that? I'm like, holy crap. How do you have any peasants left? And they're like, well, about that. I don't know how many we do have left. No, that's why you need like more armies in order to, you know, just be able to auto-resolve through them. So I might have to spend some time trying to rebuild what I have right now. The Empire is growing just by, you know, the sheer size that they have. Okay, now the blade's going to become more powerful. Upkeep will go up. I don't really care about, you know, public order. But now our blasted blade is much more powerful. There we go, more powerful units. We have a rift. Let's see, what else do we have? It dominates. Oh, good. So he's got to die in order to lose it. Bloody, 5% hit points. Oh, very nice. Hey, abductor, more post-battle loot. And fortunate to wound enemy agents. Cult of Pleasure is gone. The Order of Lord Masters is... What the hell is going on? Hold on. How did you die? Who killed you? Did Skaven beat you? I suppose the Skaven beat them. And right now, Bretonnia has invaded the Ackholes. Oh my god. What an evil world. Oh, look at that. The orcs over here, this orc tribe has taken over too. I don't know what's happening. And Eagle is attacking over here for some reason. I mean, you guys had a good chance to expand. And right now, my own armies are destroying a lot of what's left of the elves too. They're doing all right on their own. That's really interesting. Oh boy, we are in it today. Okay, so I've got to go patch up again. I'm going to have to start moving somewhere else or doing something else because, oh my god, they are making my life very challenging. So here's what we're going to do. Now, about that blade, let's go look at it real quick. Hold on, let's see. Dominating. Okay, so that'll be equipped next turn. So they basically just replace it completely. I understand. Okay, I'm going to give you a Helm of Discord, by the way. Well, I can't do that right now. So let's see here. You get 650 for armor piercing, more melee attack than before. He doesn't technically have it right now. Oh my god. Okay. That might have been why like some battles are harder if I like whenever it was upgraded, I didn't have it for that turn. Gotcha. But who knows? All right, let's see. I'm going to give you Aura. Actually, I'm going to give you Eye of the Gods. You have another level up. Another idea is that, let's see here. Hold on. Let me, before I do that, I could upgrade some of my units right now. Like my Chaos Warriors. Monstrous Strength, Doomfire. Yeah, I'm going to do Blessed by Chaos instead. I think that's really the good idea. So let's go back over here. Give them more melee defense. I want them to become more powerful, so that's what we're going to do. And I'm going to probably keep it to a relatively cheaper, easier army for now until we end up just fighting more. Oh man, poor Tyrion. He was trying so hard to do well. And he ended up dying. And my poor knights can't get ahead. They're just dying too. So I'm going to take some of these trolls, at least one troll. Okay, so that'll be 3 groups of trolls for fun. And then I'm going to need more halberds for sure. That's just a fact of life right now. Because my god, life is challenging. And from there, we've got Rockcharok, who's still alive. We're going to bring him out to Bordello and burn it down. That's a lot of favor, man.
I foresee destruction.
If it wasn't for my replenishment rate, we would be dead right now because, I mean, they truly have all the numbers. I keep forgetting I have a Chaos Dragon. Okay, 2 levels ago, immortality for him. Thank goodness for that, because we could lose a battle. I mean, he wouldn't have been able to win those battles. We're traveling up here alone, so I'm going to give all of you Deadly Onslaught so you can deal more damage. And for technology, we need everyone to become more powerful. Anything basic needs to become more powerful that we're using currently. So let's see over here. That's for Chaos Giants. That's for Chaos Knights. Gotcha. There's not like too much left for me. So let's grab something pretty basic then. That's for Chaos Spawn. I'll take that. 9 turns only. It's not too bad. I can build a new building now. Let's have a look at what that might need to be. Skull Reapers. Okay, that would be it. I wonder if that would increase my cap. Yeah, my cap would go up by 1. But there's like other things that I could get too, like for experience. I can get more replenishment. I've got plenty of replenishment, so I don't want that. I don't think I need that right now. Chaos Spawn sound pretty good to me. We've got our hordes, which I'm very happy with. So let's take an Arcane Vortex for once and get some agents out there to go scout for me, because I need them to go scout for me right away. And now we can probably end our turn. There's not much more for me to do. Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and pick this up real quick. Get some Chaos Sorcerers out there. We've got plenty to name. I decided that we should probably just beeline straight for Altdorf. And right now, Egrimm is very close to Altdorf. We're going to steal that book and leave. And I've got a surprise to show you after this battle. But Boris Todbringer is coming to attack because he's got a very elite army. And it looks like my little army might not have a shot here, but we're going to find out. He does have a lot of ranged units, which doesn't work in his favor. I picked up a lot of halberds and 2 giants, so now we have 2 more Tyrions. Tyrion 1 and Tyrion 2. Look, we're just going to Tyrion them up, and so now we're going into combat. He is currently rank 32, 1 lower level than me, and let's see if we can win. Now it's time to unfortunately fight Boris Todbringer. He's very difficult, but we will pick up a new trait from fighting him. We're at 94 melee attack, over 1,000 weapon strength, because our blade has increased in power. Here's Boris Todbringer coming to fight us, and we'll be using magic to rip right through his soldiers. They're all veterans, they're all very good, and they have a lot of ranged units, which does make me nervous. So in the very beginning, I've got to use my 2 abilities to hopefully weaken a lot of them. That way the cooldown will begin right away, so I can use it again later. And they have so many guns. I mean, those guns can rip right through us. You can see how, again, it's a very apocalyptic looking fight. Orange skies, red skies. They do have Outriders, and Outriders in CTT are so much more deadly than in the base game. They actually have armor piercing. So like what really changes up and what makes CTT harder from what I understand is a severe lack of armor piercing, so that you do need certain armor piercing units in order to make a true impact. And here comes my army now, a proper elite army. But I think I will definitely have to get those blood grounds up and hopefully get some more units. After I beat maybe the Tsarina of Kislev, I'll probably try to get some horde units before we go into more attacks, because I need a good proper army. I do like tabletop caps, but I do wish they would have like the marker on certain units. And we've used a false protection, and we've also used a Baroness Time Warp. So look at that melee attack. I mean, that's very powerful. And we have our 2 Tyrions out, double T's. Looks like right now we've taken care of Boris. Boris is done for. Boris couldn't do it. We've gotten rid of him. Goodbye, Toddy. Fucking Toddy. Anyway, right now we have Egrimm, who's going to keep on attacking what he's able to hit. I mean, a good breath attack will hopefully make a difference in killing some of them. You can see the front lines right now where they have all of their infantry, their halberds holding us back. We have our giants fighting together. I mean, that is such a cool shot. Let's break these guys. Now we're moving in just a little bit, just to kind of shift a few more units. They do have a lot of ranged units, and these are going to be the hardest ones to catch. I mean, they're just moving all over the map, and I don't have the mounted units to hit them. We're already killing a lot of their infantry right now, and Egrimm is still moving ahead and is at over 300 kills. I mean, that's a Sword of Cain. You can really only truly enjoy the Sword of Cain, I think, whenever you have a horde campaign, because then you don't have to worry. It's a huge pain though, because it can easily go back to rest in the Shrine of Cain, and then you need some elf to pull it out. That's why whenever I play Tolaris, whenever we fight all of Ulthuan in that campaign, we're going to be picking that up eventually, and that should be so freaking cool. Because I feel like having a Sword of Cain on a non-dragon mounted unit or a non-like crazy strong flying mounted guy is a little bit more interesting in some ways. Because I mean, dragons are already powerful, but having like a foot soldier do well, that's freaking sweet. Anyway, so we've already beaten their infantry. If I didn't have the Sword of Cain, I actually don't think I would be able to win these battles. Because order is so powerful. I mean, we learned that in our previous campaign whenever I played as Sea Lord Ashland. And here's a nice upgraded net of Amantak. See, my goal was to make them all stationary. That way, my units can actually meet them in combat and start cutting them down, which they're getting closer. That's exactly what I wanted, and it's working out so damn well. So now, they're done. We have giants here. We have all of our warriors here. I mean, that is a great way to stop a group of archers and friends. That's been a cool fight. And you can see how they're all beginning to flee now. We've won the battle. We've broken right through them. There's some enemies who are left, and they're actually getting some shots in. I mean, no matter what, these guys are going to be tough for me to catch, but we're going to try our best. Now they're just being spiteful. I feel like a proper Chaos protagonist, because they are using tactics and numbers to really whittle it down. I mean, like, usually you have the dumb old, oh, we're just going to charge in and start cutting some stuff down type of stuff. And that's what we're doing. Because I don't have time to, like, sit for 2 to 3 turns to recruit more. And it's not a problem. Normally, it's just we're in a very precarious place where I've got to move so much. If I wanted to, like, really stick to one place and burn it down, fight like maybe 10 battles in one place, they would eventually break and I would eventually burn down their towns. And that would be doable. Of course, someone would come colonize quickly, but it wouldn't be the same faction. I mean, I did it in Ulthuan. Alariel's now doing well now that Tyrion's gone, and I don't know what's going to happen with like the Bretonnians, but they're now fleeing. We've won the battle. There's a close victory. We beat him. It wasn't easy, but we did beat him. Thankfully, he had a lot of ranged units, or in a bad way. Maybe I'm not so thankful for that. But we do have a new army on the way, and I'm going to show you what that's all about. I'm sure if you saw the intro, you kind of know what's coming. But I thought it would be very cool to have one of these lords here, especially if we're not going to be able to get to the Lord of Change yet. But if we can, then great. I should be able to support 4 armies. I didn't want 4 initially, but if we have different leaders for them, I'll be okay to have that. And Vogan will go help out our new lord coming. We have another lord, not a lord, but a hero who will be operating on the field alone. A custom character by one of our patrons. Okay, Bordello is called in a errantry group, and let's just get over here. I'm busy. Oh, they wounded my agent. The ag holes are gone. That's really unfortunate. Okay. Let's see. What else do we have now? Our new army is still building up. It'll take time. It's led by a Shoggoth champion. The Shoggoth tower over the common man, casting fearsome shadows matched only by the seismic devastation they cause. 400 weapon strength, 60 melee attack. Looks good to me. Let's go look at their abilities real quick. Mountain of Muscle and Fury. So we lose a chance to really ambush well, but we gain 10% more weapon strength. We have so many tools to make them more powerful in combat. The Raging Storm is what we'll be getting later. I'll probably want to pick up some things like Wake the Storm to make my Dragon Ogres stronger. Let's see which one. Ah, here we go. Dragon Ogres of the Apocalypse. It'll give me more weapon strength for them, 15%. But that'll take time to build up our current army, and we'll be getting a nice spellcaster in too. Okay, let's see here. Where are you? Ah, here you are. Go help out our new army. And Rockshrock. Yeah, see, now we're over here. Now we're over here getting ready to invade the Empire. We'll need to find our way out, which will not be easy, by the way. So I'm going to have to figure out how I'm going to do that. And I'm kind of blocked in, it looks like. Let's see. I've got to go to Marienburg if I want to burn things down. Let's just burn it down. I don't really need the favor, even though I'm losing a lot right now. I don't need the favor, surprisingly. Okay, level 23. So we finally have a Chaos Dragon. We can put another point over into, let's see here. We'll start to work on our soldiers here, our warriors. I feel like they need to be more powerful if we're going to survive, because I haven't really upgraded them at all. So we'll put another point over into Blessed by Chaos. Done. Oh, right. I do need to go get rid of one thing over here because I've got way too many items that are kind of taking away my other abilities. So I'm going to, let's see here, change up. I've got Fireball that I can't seem to get rid of. So I'll get rid of that pendant instead. We don't need that. Baudroys, we have that already, so we'll keep it. Of course we will. And let's go finish off what's left of Midland. There's not too much to them. The Empire has like over 50 lands, which is insane, by the way. Oh, Kislev is here. Oh, look at that. The Tsarina. Katerin Bolka, she's here. Check out what she has over here. The Crystal Cloak. She's got, okay, so she's got some crazy spell casting. I gotcha. I'm gonna move back and see if I can patch up for a turn or two. I'll end up changing out my army as we keep on going on. I'm just trying to build up a new army right now because I'm trying to get a new book. That way we can unlock and free Malefics, and later we can go to, let's see, who's over here? Castle Drakenhof. I'm not sure if we'll get that one. We might actually have to leave and go back to the Lizardmen later on if we want to finish our campaign at all. I'll have at least quite a few books. I don't know if I'll be able to get all of them. It really depends. If all of you want me to do that, then I certainly could. I suppose I could try to race over here, but trying to fight through the Empire, my God. It, again, is made harder because we can't fight together actively. That makes it very hard to do anything. Okay, let's have a look at what I might want here. I think I might just want to pick up, if I really look at it, I mean, I could get another shrine, and that's cool and all. Another vortex, I don't need that. I kind of just want blood grounds. I want some hordes. I mean, I do like having elite units, but I need some numbers to help pad them out because right now I'm lacking those numbers. And that's a big deal for me. All right, so we're not going to get Dragon Ogres, are we? Not in our main army. No, we're not going to do that for this one. For our other army, absolutely. But let's grab that because I think it's very good. We have some trolls. Or we were going to get trolls, but I had to move away. So unfortunately, I couldn't get those trolls. But you can see how big the frickin' Empire is. They've conquered. I mean, they're just taking everything that I've taken from Britonia. Alariel's doing well. I think they're finally beating my poor armies. Oh, no. They're over here, but they're not looking great. Yeah, they're looking pretty beat up right now. But we at least caused a lot of issues. I mean, the lands have been broken down. Trakadrak is actually taken over up north. Order is just way too powerful. They are so strong. The poor evil forces that we're allied to can't do anything but die. Poor guys. We have completed more technology helping out our Chaos Spawn and Trolls, so now I'm working on new technology to help out my Dragon Ogres. They'll become much more powerful, more melee attack, more weapon strength, all of that. Eventually, they're just going to be juggernauts, and I can't wait to use them. Okay, one more turn for your army. I still need other units like hordes, but unfortunately, you still need to upgrade, which means you need more growth. I mean, they are growing quickly, but not quickly enough. I mean, look at how many armies over here the Empire has. I'm not sure what I'm going to do about fighting all of that, but it's going to be bloody. Fighting our way out is going to be very bloody. We'll have to try to travel somewhat together and even avoid the frickin' Emperor. Now, for our new building, what are we going to pick up now? Let's see. That would give me more Skull Reapers, and those are really fun. I do like those. Upkeep would go down for that. Chaos Knights, do we really need Chaos Knights over there in that army? Probably not. I could probably use a new totem of some sort. More campaign movement range, up to 30%, and a lot of experience per turn, which I do like. I want to have a veteran army, so we're going to go down that route. And when it comes to Egrimm, we're going to move him up. I know the Tsar. She's going to help defend, evidently. I'm going to have to kill her first. Then we'll need to fight a full stack, and I'll need my other two armies to get ready to fight multiple other enemies. So we're just trying to build up all of our armies so that we can have 3 armies fighting together, burning down 3 locations in Reichman. It's going to be like one of the biggest invasions we really commit to. Then we'll see about just traveling through what we can. We'll probably move through Nuln and Wissenberg, go to Durtenbach, and start to move over here to try to make it over to Drakenhof. So that's really my escape plan. And it's pretty crazy that I've got to think like that, which is kind of thematic for Egrimm. I'm not going to be conquering the world, but I am going to try to steal what I can. But doing it right now is going to be, again, quite challenging. We'll see what we can do. It's going to be 3 battles, and I still need to wait for this army to build up in time, which, again, is going to take time. So I'll probably just need to get some cheap units for now until I'm able to get more stuff later. So let's just grab some more Marauders. They'll be filling up our ranks. And let's enter turn. I'm sure the Tsarina will come to really attack me, but if not, we'll take care of it. Thankfully, the Chaos Invasion has come, and Krakadrak decided to join me. I wonder if they thought maybe, hey, we could avoid being killed by the main Chaos faction if we joined the one currently here. So we're about to find out. But now we should have some help. I hope that we will, because we do need some help. I've been chasing down Katerin. She's over there. I've got my other army led by our Shoggoth champion, who's going to move down to Ubersreich and burn it down. Again, our goal is to hit multiple locations at once. Over here, we do have a major stack to fight. That probably will not be easy. Nuln will not be an issue. There is another army close by that could come help them out. Here, why don't we move about there? That should do it. And we can begin our invasion of Altdorf. in one more turn. We're just moving a bit closer right now. We've got to stay far away from each other, but at the very least we can attack multiple locations. I'll probably get another altar to encourage some veterancy in my current army. 80 weapon strength. Hey, not bad. All right, time for battle. You're not getting away from me right now. Not gonna happen, Katerin. And here we go now. It is time for these dragons to head on out. Our double-headed dragons. Here she is. If you haven't seen her, a custom model and unit. It's why I can't wait to do a Kislev campaign. I think I'm waiting on like one mod to be updated, but it's gonna be so much fun because playing as her is gonna be so much fun. She looks really cool too. Like, that hair is awesome. We do need more human female models in the game for sure. I agree with that so very much. There's a severe lack of them. Let's get some in here. And she's not gonna be able to win. I mean, I don't want her to stay here casting spells because she's a great spellcaster. She's very scary, by the way, and I don't want to deal with her. So we're going to use what we can to rip right through them. Like over here, a good banishment is sort of can. I love watching these two merge and just rip through everyone. It's such a nasty thing to do. And the colors of Kislev are actually very nice. I'm a huge fan of that color. It's actually one of my favorite colors. I like a good, you know, wine-colored outfit or some burgundy. Just a big fan. Don't know why, just am. But she's not going to be here for much longer. She'll probably be able to fly away, but we can at least break her. She's going to be like, yeah, I'm going to leave now. But anyway, we're fighting Kislev. Their knights are right over here. I'm just having to fight on the front lines. It'll change up one day. I certainly do want to get different units. Gotta get this horde so I can keep like the front lines busy so I can actually flank more, but they just have so many that I just have not been able to flank. You can see how their numbers are dropping so quickly. I mean, to be fair, mine just like dropped quickly as well. We have our Skull Reapers over here, and these guys are always fun to. I love watching these guys just commit to what they're good at. Carnage. Oh, you can see these poor Kislevians, Kislevites, getting massacred. Look at what they did to my boy. They massacred him. 83 kills, 85 kills. I mean, it's so quick. They're just beheading everyone. They're taking so many skulls for the skull throne. And we zoom out and we check out how we've broken their front lines. And they've already broken because, I mean, she couldn't hold up. It wasn't possible. The handgunners are always quite deadly, but I mean, eventually someone's going to come hit them. Oh, they're getting a lot of nice shots. They're killing a lot of my warriors. It's nasty. You're nasty. But now they're moving away. The great swords couldn't do it. The mortars are gone. Look at those handgunners just dropping my poor Chaos Warriors. Here's another group of them. Nice hats, by the way. What a heroic bunch. And there's Egrimm. Only 92 kills. We're zooming out again just to see what's happening. What's happening? What's happening? 7 kills right over here. We're looking at just a few more kills. We've got just everyone chasing what's left of their units. We just need to chase after what's left of them. It's all like ranged units. We're at 98 kills now. We've got over here these blasted grenade launchers. I mean, we can watch the journey of these grenade launchers. Reminds me of when I was playing Gelt. Gelt was a very fun campaign, and evidently I think the most popular one that we've played in a while. I know a lot of you are huge Empire fans. I am too, trust me. I've always been a huge Empire fan. Once we get like maybe some mods like make a few more county factions feel more fleshed out, then I'll put together a nice collection and we'll play those, and I think that'll be really, really fun. There's a banishment. I was like hoping to clip a few more of them, but yeah, these guys, I'm trying to target them just because they deal so much damage. Like over here, look at what they're doing to my poor Chaos Warriors. I mean, these are grenade launchers and they have armor piercing damage at 51 damage for their shots. I mean, these guys can just outrun my poor, oh man, my poor soldiers. They're just in trouble. I mean, I can't really say soldiers. They're not professionals. They are veterans of warfare. They've learned on the field. But you can just look at the overall map here. Just check out the map. This is what I'm having to do right now. I'm just having to fight them all everywhere. Just chasing them. They haven't made it easy. But eventually we're going to meet them all. find out where we have met some of them, which if we look at the minimap isn't in very many locations. Egrimm was able to chase away those grenade launchers, but they are coming back now. They have 14 left, and that's a huge pain, but he's coming back over here to go handle some more of these handgunners who have taken some damage, sure, but now it's time for a good old Egrimm to charge in. There we go. Just keep him busy for one moment, and bam, my warriors catch up, and they're done. But we've won the battle. It's over. The battle has been won. We did lose one unit, but that's really it. Yeah, their army was traveling all over, shooting us, but we just had to kind of hit them all. Oh, here we go. Arntipul's Black Horror. I've never seen that item. Reading the dark scroll etched upon the scroll will summon Arntipul's Black Horror. Bringer of Doom. So now we will reduce their ammo by 25%. That's really crazy. And their replenishment is down by 5%. I really wanted that trait. I did not want her to get away without me getting that trait. And don't worry, I will eventually have a more reasonable army. The only reason why I don't have one right now is because I'm trying to quickly move through Reichman. I've got to move through here quickly if I want to survive. Okay, why don't we grab a chosen? Just one chosen. What about you? I can replace you, I suppose, with another chosen. So now we have more. No, I just want a lot of chosen right now just so that we can storm the walls and fight all together. I do want my Manticore back one day, just not right now. Okay, we'll take up the Warband of Chaos to reduce our overall cost. I am losing a lot of, of my magic, but let's get ready now for the big invasion. In fact, we'll save it for our following part. On our following part, we're going to be fighting a lot of enemies. It's going to be battles back to back, so I hope that you're ready for a very action-packed episode, and you should finally see our new leader in combat right over here with all of their units. I mean, they could even die off. They're only level 1. They do have Voga, but still. Our other army will head over here to go fight at Grunberg, and there have been other factions who have decided to join me, betraying the core dwarf faction. So we'll see how that plays out. But our goal is to get way over here to Drakenhof, then maybe go burn down the capital right over here, Karaz Akarak of the dwarfs. Then we can go over to the Black Tower, or we'll probably just end up going back to the Lizardmen to go finish them off. We'll see. That might even be our in-game goal, just to kind of burn down the capital of the freaking dwarfs, because we have fought so much. I don't know how powerful Mazda Mundi is, but we'll find out later. So, as always, until then.